if they're selected, they'll be able to participate in our February comp.
I want to pick your brain a little bit about words of encouragement for upcoming players that are looking for an opportunity to get into the league. What would you tell fans out there that maybe are thinking about?
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hope we are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA.
Kevin, thank you very much.
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. The starters for the Utah Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Gobert in at the center. And for the Timberwolves, D'Angelo Russell out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward. Russell high post. And it's Utah's ball. The drive by Mitchell. And it's blocked. Outside, Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Boy, you can see the work Karl Anthony Towns put in on that handle. That was special.
And Doris, Malik Beasley, no stranger to the entertainment business. His parents and his grandfather are all accomplished actors.
Yes, but his father also played basketball professionally. Malik with so much talent. Now he's looking for his role to grow, and he's got the kind of heart and toughness to go make it happen.
They get it again. Right wing. Deep two from Russell. Misses the wing jet.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Boy, how about the blinding speed in transition. Donovan Mitchell, ferocious, attacking in the open floor.
Here's Russell. Again, Russell missing.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Mitchell finds Bogdanovich. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
I don't think there's much more you can do. Bogdanovich is too skilled and too strong on these finishes with contact.
And here's Russell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Gobert. Towns against Bogdanovich. Gobert the pass to Bogdanovich. And yes, it's good. Bogdanovich has got his second basket.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy. It puts the pass on the money.
Here's Okogie. Ingles covering. The layup missed. The Jazz have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And Bogdanovich kicks to Mitchell. Back to Bogdanovich. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
On the wing, Johnson. The shot from the low post is good.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And Gobert kicks to Davis. Passes it to O'Neal. Back to Davis. O'Neal inside. Shot clock at 3. The shot from 20 feet away. That's short off the rim.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
Really solid read from Jarrett Culver right there. This is a team-first guy who enjoys passing.
Jazz trail by 5. To the inside. To halt the run.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And then Culver with the dunk.
What a take from Jarrett Culver with ferocity on that finish.
O'Neal. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Jazz shooting their first free throws of this, and the first one drops. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Noel's checked in, and Utah also making a switch. Emmanuel Moutier's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. Timberwolves leading by 3. Noel passes to Culver. Here's Noel. He's covered by Clarkson. On the wing, Johnson. From past the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Moutier dishes to O'Neal. It's deflected. Davis the pass to Gobert. He kicks it to Moutier. Just 5 on the clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Here's Wayman. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw of the game here. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Minnesota on top. They're up by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently spoke.
Everybody had their expectations of what we should.
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Layman is out there with James Johnson. Then it's Culver, and it's Reed, and at the center, locking down the middle. Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for James Johnson. And Okogie subbed in for Jake Layman. It's blocked, and he recovers it. Davis kicks to Moutier. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. And Davis sends it back. Bogdanovich with it, and Bogdanovich throws it down.
Well, deceptive speed to me on that drive. Bogdanovich able to slice through the defense.
To the paint, here's Reed, and he converts the layup.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Davis, the pass to Ingles. Misses from close range.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And standing 6'7", Jarrett Culver with great positional size at that combo guard position.
You know what, Greg? He has drawn some parallels to Karis LeVert with his frame. And obviously similar styles, too. Both guys very fluid off the dribble.
Okogie, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Okogie's got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And Davis puts it in.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Okogie for 3. Moutier with the rebound. And so it's Moutier with it. They'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Here's Davis. Banked in off the glass. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready
as soon as the shot goes up.
Here's Towns. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, you can see the mobility and agility of Jarrett Culver on the offensive end. Plays the whole floor, secures the second chance opportunity.
Conley, the pass to Ingles. Pulls up. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said, it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Mitchell, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Towns.
It is still amazing to me that in 2017, Donovan Mitchell wasn't even a top 10 pick. If you had a redraft, he'd likely go top 2. Absolutely incredible.
Johnson, he's checked in for Minnesota. Jake Lehman comes in for Josh Okogie. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Utah. Clarkson comes in for Michael Conley. Mitchell's shot is good.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovic, showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
The drive by Russell. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Count it, good. And it's 8 points for Donovan Mitchell.
There is a level of physicality, and the frame of Donovan Mitchell allows him to finish through contact.
Here's Russell. That one's good. Just his 3rd make. Brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Well, you have to like the balance of Bojan Bogdanovic, keeping it through the contact. That is nicely done.
Russell draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, just a good job here in the second, pounding it inside, getting good looks right at the basket. Big reason why they're in front.
Jazz trail by 4. Gobert, the pass to O'Neal. Back to Gobert. The Jazz working the ball around now. The drive by Mitchell. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Russell kicks to Beasley. Layman pass to Johnson. Up top, Russell. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. And that'll do it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
So on the floor for Utah. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovic. And it's Ingles in at the 3. Minnesota in the lead. And the basket by Okogie. Okogie's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Outside Russell. The pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Russell. Inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And Doris, the offense is there for Towns. That's obvious. But how does he improve defensively?
Well, you make a great point. Number one, he's always carried such a heavy burden offensively. Remember, this is a big guy, actually size 20 feet. So quickness laterally has always been an issue. For me, it's about one thing. Know your personnel and play smart angles, and that should help immensely.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in, and Culver's subbed in for Josh Okogie. O'Neal's checked in for Bogdanovich.
What you love about Joe Ingles is he's going to give you a little bit of everything. He can score it, he can pass it, he can board it, and he can guard. Whatever you need, he's going to bring it. 80% shooting to start the third, 4 for 5.
Here's Moutier. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
He's off on the first.
In the summer of 2018, Karl Anthony Towns signing that 5-year, $158 million max contract.
Greg, given that he has a reputation of being frugal, that may last him a while. Consider after he was drafted, for a while, he didn't own a car. He actually walked around Minneapolis. Now, that could be a little cold in those chilly winter months. Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Timberwolves leading by 4. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it.
Well, this is a big physical guy himself, and Towns finds other teams trying to bump him off his game.
The Timberwolves have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Johnson, he's checked in for Minnesota. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Culver.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. And guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Well, as a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for you. David, thank you for that one. Back to Clarkson. And the rejection by Towns.
A terrific effort by Towns. Sticks with the play and sends it back.
1:56 left to play in the third.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket for Mitchell.
We're talking 6'3", 215 pounds, so that is a big-sized guard. He can operate on the interior.
Beasley finds Towns. Outside, Russell. Pass to Layman. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And here's Johnson outside. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Mitchell against Russell. Clarkson on the wing. Johnson over to help. Shot clock at 5 for the tie. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Towns with the defensive effort. Pass to Lehman. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Hernan Gomez comes in for Jake Lehman. And Okogie subbed in for Beasley. Bogdanovich is checked in for Utah. Mike Conley comes in for Mitchell. Outside, Russell. Passes to Hernan Gomez. Here's Towns. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hernan Gomez. We've got 28 seconds left here in the third quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
27 seconds left to play here in the third. Knocks it loose. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Poked away. Minnesota with the ball. Over to the wing. Back to Johnson. To the left wing. Russell kicks to Johnson. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Towns. And he uses the glass on the layup. Towns has got 9 points here in the second half.
And this, to me, is important for Karl Anthony Towns. We know he has a terrific perimeter game, but I like to see him take charge on the interior first.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. The Timberwolves on. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We've got Johnson, and it's Okogie in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Shot by Johnson, no good.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
First free throw is good.
What an athletic lineage for Mike Conley. Of course, Mike Sr., triple jump gold medalist at the 92 games. Mike Conley, for over a decade, has been a tremendous NBA player.
To the middle, stolen by Conley. Now, here is O'Neal. Conley, the pass to O'Neal. Back to Conley. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. To take the lead. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
Beasley's checked in for Minnesota.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Russell, no good. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. The lead is 2. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Bogdanovich dishes to Clarkson. Down low. There's the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Russell. Basket good. Russell's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
Well, he's getting better at absorbing contact. Finishes like this prove Russell is a tough, dynamic competitor.
O'Neal passes to Gobert. Got a piece of it. Kicks it to Conley. There's the pass to Bogdanovich. No good that time. Timberwolves go the other way with it. And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense. Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team. And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Russell with it. Now defended by Gobert, and the basket is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Bogdanovich. Minnesota with the rebound. Okogie's got his 5th rebound in this one. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
In huge moment, D'Angelo Russell comes through big time.
Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Minnesota. The Jazz also changing it up. Joe Ingles is checked in for O'Neal. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Clarkson.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene. Poised under pressure, that has come to define Mike Conley.
Towns is doubled. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Russell from long range. Gobert pulls it in. Jazz trail by 3. Here's Mitchell. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. 14 points for Donovan Mitchell.
Wow, Donovan Mitchell simply fearless when his team is in need.
Beasley outside. A 3-ball. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Beasley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Jazz have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Conley kicks to Gobert. Mitchell outside. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Back to Gobert. Gobert double team. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Beasley outside. Pass to Hernan Gomez. It's Beasley on the wing. Okogie, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Left side, Towns. And that one drops for him. Towns has got 11 points here in just the second half.
When your stars shine bright in the toughest moments, Towns the look of a superstar.
Back to Gobert. On the wing, Mitchell. Kept alive. And there's Gobert putting it right back in. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 14 rebounds.
Gobert is not phased by these moments. He wants to be the man.
Russell with a wide-open look. No good on the quick 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Feeds it to Gobert. To tie it up. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Okogie. It falls.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Good on the bucket.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Here's Beasley, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And now an 8-point Minnesota lead.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Hernan Gomez kicks to Towns. And so the Timberwolves take the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
that maybe you're thinking about attempting to become a professional NBA 2K leaguer?
Control what you can control, right? You know, be the best player you can be in your team tournaments. Be the best teammate you can be. Make sure your team has the...
The Jazz couldn't have looked more confident as when they arrived at the arena earlier on. Obviously amped up for tonight's game, and nothing tipped.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Well, they're getting closer. Thanks, DA. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the center position. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. Mitchell against Booker. Mitchell passes to Gobert. The dish to Ingles. Just 5 to shoot. The Jazz working the ball around now. That one goes. Count it. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5. Because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
It's stolen by Johnson. Inside, and Ayton throws it down.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
Here's Bogdanovich, and Bogdanovich throws it down.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Mitchell dishes to Bogdanovich. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Here's the floater. And stolen by Ayton. Booker outside. No good with the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. That's good from Booker on the assist from Rubio.
Multiple effort plays, a signature steal by Rubio, then guys out and running the floor because they know they're going to get it.
And the call on, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And here's Booker from the arc. Ingles with the rebound.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight. Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Bogdanovich passes to Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Ed Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Really good job on the timing of that cut into the lane. The speed that Clarkson has can be a problem for the defense.
Carter dishes to Baines. Out to Saric. Pass to Jerome. Back to Saric. 5 on the clock. From the arc. O'Neal with the rebound. Jazz leading by 6. And there's the call on Dario Saric. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Back to Clarkson. He kicks it to O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. Moutier pass to O'Neal. Fades back. Here's Davis. He feeds it to Gobert. Here's Clarkson. Count the basket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Tips it up. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Here's O'Neal. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Passes it to Jerome. Saric outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
With that hard dribble, Saric puts his head down and draws the foul.
This is his first free throw of the game. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for the Suns. Saric nails them both.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
And Davis can't get it to go. To the middle. Here's Carter. Moutier with the rebound.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Davis. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Moutier in at the 1 spot. Phoenix with the ball. Jazz leading by 10. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the Utah Jazz last season, there was a lot of fallout from the COVID crisis. But Rudy Gobert was able to patch up things with his teammates and specifically guard Donovan Mitchell after Gobert realized his mistake. For a team with so much maturity and potential to win, it was good to see them finally be able to turn the page. Guys?
Good to see things back on track. Thanks, David. Outside, Bogdanovich. Bridges with the steal. Kaminsky kicks to Carter. Elbow shot is on the way. Saric on the follow.
Well, Dario does a nice job recovering and uses his size to beat out the smaller defender.
O'Neal passes to Davis. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Back to Clarkson. Second chance shot. That's tipped.
What instincts there as Saric is able to get in there and challenge his opponent.
Jerome passes to Carter. Bridges for 3. Here's Jerome. That's tipped. Utah leading by 8. Clarkson with the ball. And it's Carter picking him up. And Bogdanovich kicks to O'Neal. Back to Bogdanovich. Tries again. Got a piece of it. And he gets it back.
Yeah, you got to stay down on Bogdanovic's shot fade. Once he has you in the air, the rest is easy.
The Jazz have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Joe Ingles comes in for O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Conley in for Emmanuel Mudiay. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio.
And Ricky Rubio last season signing a 3-year, $51 million deal with the Suns to take over the reins at point guard.
Well, you think it's been a bit of a rudderless team since Steve Nash's departure. You have a 2-guard that's one of the best scorers in the league. What better way than to bring in a veteran who loves to play both ends of the court, is unselfish, and shows you what it's like to be a pro. Ricky Rubio has done that for the organization.
Ayton kicks to Booker. Shot on the wing. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Booker's got his second bucket. Ingles passes to Conley. The feed to Gobert. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton in the high post. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ingles passes to Bogdanovich. Ingles against Ayton. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
It's stolen by Gobert. Mitchell with it. Guarded now by Rubio. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Oubre passes to Rubio. Feeds it to Ayton. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
Such a huge advantage for Ricky Rubio to read plays before they happen.
To the inside, Mitchell. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Mitchell's got the lead up to 14 now for Utah. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. To the paint, tries from 10, and off the glass. That one's good. Ayton's got 6.
Hitting that mid-range shot, this is right now probably the extent of Ayton's range.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Booker looking around. Rubio outside, down to 5 on the shot clock. Oubre finds Rubio. And the wing jumper offline.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Ingles passes to Mitchell. And it's denied.
You can see the coaching staff up there and clapping right now as Oubre on the defensive end getting it done.
Bogdanovich, that's for 2. The pass to Ingles. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Utah finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They lead by 14. Kenny, what was your impression?
It's almost impossible.
And that'll...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Bojan Bogdanovich with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Conley against Rubio. They get it back. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Ingles. Second shot opportunity. Here's Gobert. This is to Ingles. Booker against Mitchell. Ingles passes to Gobert. And another shot. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Ingles has got 4 assists in the game. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. Most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence as these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovic was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. And the Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you. Suns trail by 11. Jerome passes to Saric, buries it down low. Saric has got 6 points.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Jerome passes to Johnson. Here's Jerome, defended by Moutier. Pass to Jerome. Inside, Saric. Gobert with the defensive effort.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Clarkson against Bridges. Davis, the pass to Clarkson. Kicks it out to Mitchell. The Jazz working the ball around now. Passes it to Clarkson. Jacks up a 3. They get the rebound. Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And if you're going to foul Davis on the shot, that's the place to do it. Don't let him get anything easy.
The Jazz have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Emmanuel Moutier. There's 1:54 left in the third. Carter dishes to Bridges. Back to Carter. Utah with the rebound. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Clarkson passes to Gobert. Good. He's got 12.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For Phoenix, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. Bogdanovic, he's checked in for the Jazz. And he makes both free throws. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
On the wing, Booker. The tray. O'Neal with the rebound.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And Bogdanovic kicks to O'Neal. He dishes it to Gobert. Back to O'Neal. Kicks it out to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Gobert. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And so Gobert will bring it up for the Jazz. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Booker against O'Neal. Fires the three. Sinks the three-pointer. O'Neal's got 5 now. Just 4 seconds left in the third. Booker with no one around. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Taking a look at the Jazz. They've got Gobert. Conley out there with O'Neal. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovich. And it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. Ayton inside. O'Neal's there. And here's Booker from the arc. Suns keep it alive. Ayton kicks to Rubio. Kicks it out to Booker. Stolen by Michael Conley. Pass break. Here come the Jazz. Oubre with the steal. Here's Baines. And the dunk by Baines.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Booker with it. Conley picks him up. Booker the pass to Baines. And here is O'Neal. Covered by Oubre. Back to O'Neal. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Now here's Conley. 5 to shoot. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Here's Ayton. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
It's stolen. Rubio looking around. Booker outside. Fires for 3. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
It's good, and the Jazz lead has got back down to 13 points, and that one coming from Ayton.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. Sharch has checked in for Aaron Baines. And Utah also making a switch. Mitchell's checked in. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Sharch has the open look. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
Ingles finds Gobert. Jazz passing it around. Conley the pass to Gobert. From 11 feet away. No good. Shot missing. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Booker. And the lead is down inside single digits. Booker's got 11 in the second half. Mitchell with it. Now defended by Oubre. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The aggressiveness of Mitchell. Willing to take on the entire team to earn that foul.
He hits the first one, and that will push the lead to double digits. And Mitchell drops them both. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
Well, you bump me, and I'm going to bump you back as Ayton not afraid to get physical with the defender.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that stretches their lead to 8. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter, and there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by Booker.
Really taking advantage of every scoring opportunity. They've somehow found a way to make this thing exciting.
Knocked away, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. And Gobert kicks to Conley. Down low, stolen by Rubio.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
And you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. It's Gobert with the ball for the Jazz. They led by as many as 18 points. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist from Conley. And the Jazz lead by 8.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
And Booker kicks to charge. Rubio outside. To the inside. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And how about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
Oubre, no one around him. A shake. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
DeAndre Ayton, born in the Bahamas and came to the United States in high school to become one of the top prospects going into college and then becoming the first overall pick in 2018.
Suns on offense, trailing here by 8 for 3. Booker. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Bogdanovich looking around. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Rubio off target with that shot. And so it's Utah with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is...
your team has the most chemistry on and off the court, so that when you compete in these other events that are going on where it might not be team-based, like the Combine in February, you will be able to still show teams the same amount of skill that you took to win that tournament. You can show it in the Combine.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Last but not least, you've been connecting with the
And let's go.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, DA. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward position. The wide open look here for Ingles. Bogdanovich wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Gobert dishes to Conley. Bogdanovich passes to Gobert. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
And as Rudy Gobert has been adding bulk, he's only getting better at finishing through contact.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Hall got it. Good job in the low post.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Bogdanovich against Paul. Out to Gallinari. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich.
Up and down career for Gallinari. A skilled forward with size, has struggled because of health.
Gallinari hits them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Ingles passes to Gobert. Another shot out to Conley. The Jazz working the ball around now. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Rudy wanted it more than anyone else. He's going to be around for a long time. Look forward to watching him.
Adams trying to free himself up. Bucket is good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside. And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. To the middle. Kicks it out to Mitchell. No good from outside.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
They recover it. Adams down low. Defended by Gobert. Goes back up. Goes up again. Puts the move on. Adams' shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Gobert. Back to Bogdanovich. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Gallinari.
I mean, not only does Bogdanovich stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanovich defensively because he can go on scoring tears where there's just no stopping him.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Now here's Noel. After the miss from Dennis Schroeder. Count it.
More of a score-first point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man.
O'Neal passes to Bogdanovich, and good that time. Bogdanovich has got 7.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Schroeder against Moutier. Noel trying to break loose, and it's Schroeder missing.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And both free throws good for Davis. 1:14 left in the first quarter. Schroeder, right side. Here's Noel, and he makes good on the layup.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pass to Clarkson. Feeds to O'Neal. One-on-one fast break. Schroeder against Moutier. Down low. Here's Noel, and Davis sends it back, and he's able to get it back. Jazz trail by 3. Pass to O'Neal. Here is Davis, and stolen by Noel. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Diallo. It's good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Bogdanovich. Rebound by Muscala.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Oklahoma City out in front. Well, recently, Chris Paul talked about adding some left.
It sounds so generic to say we have fun, but like.
Yeah, from what we've seen, Greg, these guys naturally get along.
And you add in the guiding hand of Chris Paul. This team can beat anyone on any night because they're so connected.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Thunder. They've got Noel. Muscala is out there with Ferguson. Then there's Dennis Schroeder and Diallo in at the 2. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. And Noel throws it down.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Davis finds Moutier. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Pass to Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
He's really taken a hold of this first half and made it his. He is making all the right decisions out there.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
With that 7'8" wingspan, anytime Gobert gets the ball near the rim, this is what you expect.
Hangs in the air. No good. Davis with some nice D. Jazz trail by 5. Over in the corner, Moutier. And stolen by Noel. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
And they double up Davis. That one off the back iron and out. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Here's Noel, and he banks in the layup. Noel's got 14. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this area at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto MB down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Here's Noel. Now the pass to Diallo. Inside. And it's Noel missing. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Jazz. Trailing by 5. Here's O'Neal. Back to Clarkson. To the inside. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. Shot clock at 5. And taken away by Paul. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That's his first foul. The Thunder leading by 5. Paul passes to Adams. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over. Here's Conley. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Ingles. The Jazz working the ball around now. Morgan can't hit it.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Pass to Dort. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Ingles finds Gobert. Here's Oni. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Dort. And the shot goes in. And now a 9-point Thunder lead. 20 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Oni. He kicks to Ingles. Passes it to Oni. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Okay, big man with muscles coming through. Gobert is hard to stop when he's looking to score.
The Jazz have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And so it's Oklahoma City with a 6-point. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the such a tremendous floor leader. CP3 has been mentioned by many. And
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nerlens Noel really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Conley in at the 1.
And, you know, we talk a lot about Paul as a leader on and off the court. was elected president of the Players Association back in 2013, re-elected for a 4-year term in 2017. People simply trust his point of view.
And Torch gets it to go.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the sides.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
We've talked about it before. Unselfish, great awareness. Ingles willing to turn down the shot if someone can break free.
Well, we know for Chris Paul, Greg, it's nothing new to lead, but on Oklahoma City last year, he had to do it without being surrounded by superstars.
You know, that's okay. Paul's a guy who wants to set the table. You have to have the ball to do that, and he's at his best when directing traffic and making his teammates better. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. And the pass to Dort. Takes a three. That shot is off. The Jazz go the other way with it.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Gobert finds Ingles. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Paul. O'Neal's checked in for Utah. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Michael Conley. A tremendous Mobile One block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
And nothing seems to faze Adams, even when you get physical with him.
Now, here is O'Neal. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Bogdanovich passes to Ingles. Schroeder, right side. Ferguson misses.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Here's Schroeder. Can't get it to fall.
How is it possible? Wide open, too.
Here's Clarkson. Some solid defense from Gallinari. And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Noel.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
And stolen by Noel. O'Neal against Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by O'Neal. And they're on the break. From about 16, the Thunder pull it in. 1:33 left in the third quarter. Noel down low. Covered by Mitchell. Out to Gallinari. Clock at 6. An easy 2 points on the layup. Gallinari's got the lead up to 13 now for Oklahoma City.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the feed to Noel. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Oklahoma City. Muscala, he's checked in for Terrence Ferguson. And Diallo subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Utah also making some changes. Gobert comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Mike Conley in for Clarkson.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
And stolen by Noel. Muscala dishes to Gallinari. Poke loose. It's stolen by Gobert. Inside. Here's Mitchell. And foul on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Muscala is out there with Adams. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Count that one. And the Thunder lead by 19.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's O'Neal. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the effort level of Gilgeous-Alexander drew rave reviews from his college coach as the hardest worker and most coachable player on the team.
And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And he gets it to go.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Mitchell's shot is good.
An evolving part of Mitchell's game, the ability to simply catch and knock it down.
A shot by Paul, nobody around. And the 3 off target. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Mitchell's shot is good.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Pass to Gallinari. Left side, Adams. 4 on the clock. Here's Dort. Offline with his 3. Jazz trail by 20. Mitchell kicks to O'Neal. Bogdanovich passes to Gobert. Over in the corner, Conley. No good on the triple.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Floats it up there for Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot, no good. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Utah. Gobert can't hit. The Thunder leading by 20. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Adams with the slam.
And ball goes up and Adams comes down. The anticipation skills, knows where to be to finish that play.
Conley, and Adams sends it back. To the middle. Here's Dort. And that one is good.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Pulls from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Adams. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 13-4 run right now. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in.
The ability to alternate tempo off the bounce. This is how Gilgeous-Alexander keeps defenders guessing.
O'Neal controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Oklahoma City.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Nerlens Noel.
Boy, it was amazing the level of chaos he caused. Challenging ball handlers, getting into passing lanes, racking up a number of steals that helped demoralize his opponent. It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Here's Baisley to the inside. It's stolen by Bradley. Here's Moutier. Straight D that time from Dennis Schroeder. Here's Adams, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Muscala, he's checked in for the Thunder. He hits both from the stripe. And here's Schroeder. Down low. Here's Nader. Missed inside. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Oni. Here's Niang. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Burton. Off target from outside. Three-pointer. No good. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly. And David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks, for Deep.
community through BFW Live. Tell the fans about that.
Yeah, BFW Live is a show we do weekly on the 2K League's Twitch channel. Check us out Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. It's just a way to reconnect with the larger 2K community. And it's so funny, right? I took a page out of your book. You always put community first, right? And when I jumped into this role, I said, what can I do that...
The state capital of Utah dramatically lit up. And as things get ready to roll it...
Kevin, thanks.
What a great guy. DA, thank you for that. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. We've got Malik Beasley. He's out there with Russell. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4-man position. And for the Jazz, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Gobert with the block. And they're pushing it up. Here's Bogdanovich. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Bogdanovich has got the opening field goal of the game for the Jazz. Right wing, Okogie, the pass to Towns. And it's Russell in the corner. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And Towns with the lay-in good.
Yeah, you know, the energy, the hustle, the length and reach, Towns using it all to perfection when he attacks the offensive glass.
Now, here's Ingles. Mitchell dishes to Gobert. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. We're about 1 minute into the first. And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done. I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Outside Conley. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Misses in close. Passes to Okogie. Timberwolves passing it around. Beasley. The putback, and it's Towns on the follow.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
And Russell gets it to go.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Good, nice job down low.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And it's Russell missing.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
And there's the pass to Ingles. The dish now to Bogdanovich. Back to Ingles. Clock is at 3. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Bogdanovich, know what?
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's Okogie. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A savvy play that time from Okogie. Drew the foul and still managed to get the shot free.
And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up. Always active with his hands around the ball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Inside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Timberwolves have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. The first one falls. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Here's Reed. Here's Johnson. Lays it up and banks it in.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Gobert double teamed. To the middle. Here's Davis. It's tipped. Culver passes to Noel. And he lays it straight in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows? There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Noel. Johnson, the pass to Noel. To the inside. Stolen by O'Neal. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Transition defense not matching up well with Clarkson's speed there.
Minnesota in the lead. We've got 22 seconds left in the first. Johnson for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Moutier dishes to Davis and finished off by Davis.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
With 1 on the clock, and it's good on the layup. Johnson's got 6 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Timberwolves lead by 2. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop in the opposing team scoring.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Layman. He's out there with James Johnson, and it's Culver in at the 1.
You know, one of those rare second-round picks who played well immediately. Clarkson was first-team all-rookie and continues to develop.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Bogdanovich is checked in for the Jazz.
You know, for a guy with Towns' size, I mean, to have this level of body control, it's no wonder the contact didn't bother the shot.
Davis, the pass to Bogdanovich, and it's in there.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Bogdanovich has gone 2 for 4 so far here tonight. Here's Reed. He's guarded by Davis. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Lets it fly. And the rejection by Towns. And the Jazz with some changes. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Clarkson. And Mike Conley subbed in for Moutier. Russell with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Got a piece of it.
Wow, I mean, we don't normally see a rejection from Bogdanovich. I mean, the effort was great, and the shot block was a surprise.
Here's Ingles. And the rejection by Towns. But they'll get another chance. One-on-one fast break. There's the lob to Towns. Stolen by Conley. And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. Back to Conley. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Here's Beasley. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Beasley's got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
And Utah has possession. Bogdanovich dishes to Mitchell. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
One of the more powerful young guards in our game. Mitchell loves to attack the heart of the defense.
And it's Russell missing.
You know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group.
Here's Culver, and then Culver with the dunk.
Matter of speed that time for Culver. Got him inside for his shot, and the defense just couldn't keep up.
Here's Ingles. He can't hit that time. And Minnesota will come the other way. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And it's Beasley. That time in the assist by Culver. And now an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And the dunk by Towns.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
Wide open look. Utah with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And the whistle blows in the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Okogie's checked in for Culver. 46 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Russell. It's in, and hoping this is the start of a new trend. 2 for 8 now from the field.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Moutier with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. And here they go to stop the run. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Minnesota leading by 12. It's deflected. Ingles with the ball. Gobert. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
The free throw drops for Towns.
Towns, the first overall pick in 2015. A future MVP candidate. I mean, he's lived up to the billing.
Picked him clean. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first half was all about Karl Anthony Towns. He ended up with 17 points.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Beasley against Ingles. Here's Mitchell. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
And Utah making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Utah Jazz. 17-point game. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Beasley with a clean look, and it's off from 3-point range.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich. Mitchell kicks to Conley. To the paint. Pass to Gobert. Here's Mitchell. A second chance effort. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
Gobert the pass to O'Neal. And here is Mitchell. The Jazz working the ball around now. Conley against Russell. And Conley gets it to go. The assist by O'Neal. Conley's got his first 2 points. Outside, Russell. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
And slithering inside, D-Lo. That's Russell's length helping him convert against pressure.
Bogdanovich wide open. A 3-pointer off the mark. Minnesota leading by 19 points. It's Russell with the drive. Gobert with the block. Here's Mitchell. And it's good for 2. Mitchell's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you got to clog up those lanes. Mitchell just explodes to the rim when he gets to that launching pad.
Russell inside, covered by Conley, and that one drops. Russell's got 12 points in the game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
To the left side wing. O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Russell against Conley. Inside, Gobert. Towns with the defensive effort.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
They get it back. They get a hand on it. And now Utah, fast break. Mitchell dishes to Conley. Pass to Gobert. To the right side. O'Neal misses. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. There's the feed to Russell. Sweet move. And the layup is good. Russell's got 10 points here in the second half.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Gobert the pass to Conley. Back to Gobert. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. To the middle. Beasley finds Towns. Lays it up off the glass. Towns has got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Conley, and he drops it in from the low post.
Yeah, and a little contact on the shot, but Conley with the laser focus on the finish.
Russell left side. Fires from deep. And that one released in time, but no good. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for Minnesota. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. They've got James Johnson, Culver out there with Lehman, and it's Noel in at the 2 spot. 2 points, that one goes. Moutier's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Utah. Culver kicks to Lehman. Passes it to Johnson. Takes the 3. Here's Culver. Moutier with the rebound. Moutier's got his 4th rebound in this one. A beautiful reverse layup.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Out to the right wing. Johnson against Ingles. Moutier with the rebound. Moutier's got rebound number 5 here tonight. On the wing, Ingles. At the elbow, it's Gobert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Well, I tell you what, really a good-looking young player. Clarkson drives, takes the contact. What I really like about him, he plays with an edge. This is a guy who's trying to prove something all the time.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside, Russell. This one for 3. Traps in the tray. Russell's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Lehman pass to Russell. Here's Okogie. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 4 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Deep 2 from Russell. That one's not going to go. The Jazz go the other way with it. Now, here's Clarkson. Not a lot of room. Bogdanovich passes to Gobert. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Oh, now, I don't think the defense expected that. Bogdanovich taking it to the rack.
Good on the shot. Russell's got 21 in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Russell tips it. It's good on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Timberwolves.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Karl Anthony Towns.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Mike Conley's checked in for Clarkson. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Minnesota. Malik Beasley comes in for Jake Layman. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Yep, it counts.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
Here's Russell. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And the shot is good.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Here's Russell. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Ingles can't get it to go. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure did.
that LD did, that's community first. And this show was that great platform. We have players on that from season 1. We have community leaders on the show, and we have influencers come on the show. It's just about letting the community know that, hey, we're here and we're part of it.
Well, I
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
At home in Utah, the Jazz never fail to go out of...
Well, Kevin, yep.
Special talent indeed. David, thank you. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Utah, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Now Mitchell, after Devin Booker missing on that last 3-pointer.
I'll tell you, Joe Ingles is proving that as a passer, he is a special player.
Rubio outside. To the inside. Here's Johnson. It's deflected. Now here's Gobert. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
And it's Rubio with the ball for Phoenix. Booker outside. They grab their own miss. Ayton. And he makes that one.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. The Jazz working the ball around now. Conley finds Gobert down low. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. And Phoenix has possession about 1.5 minutes through the first quarter.
And Doris, as Gobert has added strength, his rebounding numbers have continued to improve.
That's right, Greg. He's always been a force as a shot blocker. But over the past 2 seasons, this guy as a rebounder has been top 3 in the league. Last year, he even challenged Andre Drummond for king of the boards. He's got great size, great anticipation, and he plays with passion.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
I don't think there's much more you can do. Bogdanovich is too skilled and too strong on these finishes with contact.
On the wing, Booker shoots the 3, but he stays with it. Back to Rubio. Passes it to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Mitchell. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Bogdanovich passes it to Conley. Feeds it to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Conley against Rubio. On the wing, Johnson. Back to Rubio. He gets that one.
Wow, that's tough finish right there. I mean, that's very good defense, just better offense by Rubio.
Jazz leading by 4. The pass to Ingles. Back to Bogdanovich. At the tip, and there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got 6.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And it's Oubre off the drive. Not going to go that time. And Utah the other way now. Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich, and the shot goes in.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Here's Rubio. Oubre, no one around him. A rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The drive by Mitchell. Conley left side. Back to Mitchell. Conley against Booker. And Conley gets it to go. The assist by Mitchell.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Booker finds Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And right there you see Devin Booker's feel for the game. This guy knows exactly when to give it up.
Back to Ingles. Pass to Conley. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. O'Neal's checked in for Utah. And a change for the Suns. Sharge is checked in. And the rejection by Ayton.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Booker. Count it from 12.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Jazz leading by 6. The feed to Ingles. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
And here's Booker from the arc. The shot misses. And so it's Utah holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Then there's Carter. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Jerome in at the 1. Now here's Gobert. Back to Davis. Gobert trying to get open. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got the lead up to 10 now for Utah. So it's Phoenix now. Bridges with it. To the middle. To the paint. And Baines kicks to Bridges. Over O'Neal. Rebound, Utah.
A slight rebound advantage for them. 1 more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. And Doris, Mikal Bridges, how about 2 national titles in the 3 seasons at Villanova? Got better each and every year.
And think about in his junior season, he becomes one of only 8 major conference players in college basketball history to average 1 block and 1.5 steals while also shooting over 40% from 3-point range. Boy, that is the perfect resume for a 3-and-D wing.
Kaminsky is checked in for Phoenix. And here in the second with about 1.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Clarkson. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
This guy is more than capable of making that play. Jordan Clarkson confident around the cup.
Stolen by Clarkson. And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Gobert dishes to Clarkson. Deflects the pass. Just 5 on the clock. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Now here's Moutier. Rob. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Jerome, good. Jerome's got it back down to within single digits for Phoenix. For Utah, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Here's Moutier. Dishes it to Davis, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. Back to Conley. From deep three-point range, out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. For the Jazz, Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. And then for Phoenix, Ayton, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Kelly Oubre comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. And so the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. Oubre finds Kaminsky.
Well, that's a great contest from the lengthy Bogdanovich. Not just an offensive force. This guy a commendable defender.
Fast break. Here we go. And then Mitchell with the dunk. And the Jazz lead by 13.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. They get the rebound. Ayton. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Up again, and Rubio with the second chance points.
And what you love about Ricky Rubio is his motor never stops. This guy does such a great job keeping plays alive.
Conley, the pass to Ingles. Inside, got a piece of it. Davis kicks to Ingles. Off target with his three. Suns trail by 11. Conley feeling it out. Right side Davis. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Oubre, right side. There's 37 seconds left here in the second, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. Phoenix shooting their first free throw this game. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Man, such an easy release for Devin Booker. Doesn't have to elevate that much to get that shot off.
And what that means, Greg, is that smooth stroke translates into the three-point shootout. Booker with the all-time record, 28 points in a round. That leads to a victory in 2018 in that contest. That was special.
Here is Davis following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton against Conley. Back to Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Now Rubio. Ayton wide open. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Utah. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime. Such a steady floor general, Mike Conley. Kenny, talk about what he does for your offense. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Rudy Gobert with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Gobert in at the 5, down low.
How about the ability to adjust after the contact? Booker, the score in the N1.
And Devin Booker in the third year of that 5-year, $158 million contract, coming off his first All-Star selection and his most efficient scoring season. Man, it's hard to imagine what's coming next.
I think, Greg, he's desperate to make the playoffs, right? He's doing his part. He's improving on the defensive end. He's been an eye-popping scorer throughout the early part of his career. Now it's all about, can he create team success?
Here is Rubio following the bucket by the Jazz. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oubre kicks to Booker. They get it back, and Ayton stays with it.
What a motor by DeAndre Ayton. Great job on the second chance putback.
And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. A different look for Utah. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson comes in for Mitchell, and it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. And for the Suns, Aaron Baines comes in for Ayton. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Sharge checked in for Johnson from the baseline. Here's Carter. No good there. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Jazz leading by 9. And Bogdanovich kicks to Clarkson. He dishes it to Gobert. Count that bucket. Gobert's got 8 points.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
D.A., thank you. Back to Clarkson. The putback, it's good on the putback. And the Jazz lead by 11.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Here's Jerome, defended by Moutier. There's the 3. Gobert pulls it in. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Jazz. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Sharge passes to Baines. Here's Jerome. Over Moutier. Baines. The second chance points on the tip in.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
To the inside. Gobert down low. Covered by Baines. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation for the Jazz. Joe Ingles is checked in for Bogdanovich. Mitchell comes in for Clarkson. And Mike Conley subbed in for Emmanuel Moutier. Stolen by Conley. He's got a clear path.
Whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Carter with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Passes it to Bridges. Booker against Conley. Now here's Booker. Guarded closer. 3 on the clock. And the Suns miss again.
I'll tell you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Jazz leading by 13. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Kicks it out to Mitchell. He feeds it to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. Lets the 3 fly. Goes back up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Devin Booker.
Well, we all know that free throw shooting early in his career was a major challenge for Rudy Gobert. What I like is he's made progress because he's put in the time.
The drive by Booker. Yep, that one goes in there. Booker's got 8 points.
Well, the sneaky first step of Booker, not a speedster by any means, but still a handful on that drive.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the 4th. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Kaminsky, and it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. Kaminsky kicks to Rubio. Suns moving the ball around. And here is Kaminsky. Clock at 6. Launches a 3. Conley grabs the miss, and there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Suns making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Mitchell outside. Back to Conley. Feeds it to Gobert. Outside Conley. And the layup is good. And the Jazz lead by 18.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
On the wing, Booker inside. Ayton, the pass to Booker. The 3-pointer, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The pass to Gobert. Kicks it to O'Neal. Pass to Ingles. Rubio against Conley. Pass to Ingles. On the wing, Mitchell. From deep. Ingles can't get it to go.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Pass to O'Neal. High post, Gobert. O'Neal passes to Gobert. He kicks it to Ingles. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Gobert can't hit. Suns trail by 16. Here's Booker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
The Jazz making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Suns ball. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Rubio, the pass to Oubre, stolen by Conley. To the wing right side. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Saric checked in for Johnson. Now the pass to Gobert. Over Ayton. Shot from 12. The Jazz with another miss. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They trail by 14. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, give Saric a lot of credit. He attracted the defender's attention because he looked determined to score it.
And Dario Saric, the homie, as he was known in Philly, a Croatian finesse forward for this team.
You know what I love about Dario is here's a big man who can space the floor with his shooting. He can balance that with an ability to make plays off the dribble. He's a really sneaky cutter and a very opportunistic rebounder. I mean, this is a big man who will contribute in a lot of different areas.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action, we'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. G8, do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training staff.
Mitchell dishes to Gobert. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gobert's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, what a game. A dominant game from the big man. Rudy Gobert is a force right now in the middle.
Got that one up quick. 14 points for Devin Booker.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
Puts it up from 12. That shot no good. Now the Suns take it the other way. Here's Ayton. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Well, this guy is so good in transition situations. DeAndre Ayton runs the floor like a deer.
O'Neal misses. The Suns on offense. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Booker the pass to Rubio. From deep three-point range. No good from Booker. Mitchell against Booker. And it's Mitchell missing.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Booker dishes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, Mr. Ayton decides, why just lay it up when you can finish with authority?
And here's Booker from the arc. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Well, he can hit big shots. Booker's about as confident a young man as we've seen when the pressure's on.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
But they get it back. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Ayton.
The gigantic frame of Rudy Gobert is a problem for the defense. Very hard to contest this guy without fouling.
And he does get the second one. And that stretches their lead to 8. Here's a Kobo. And that one good.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
And so it's Utah with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Frank White, thank you so much for connecting with us. We'll keep in touch throughout Season 4, and good luck to everybody out there that wants to come beat up on me and other players, because you guys are way too good. There is a big election coming up, and we've been focusing on the importance of voting in our ongoing series.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Get ready, everyone, for Tuesday afternoon. Jake.
Hey, Kevin, thanks for...
The Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, DA. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the 3 spot. And for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Mitchell up top. Gallinari covering. Yes, that goes in.
And I like the commitment from Bogdanovich. Even when he gets knocked around, he stays focused on the rim.
Kick out to Adams. Knocked loose. Stolen by Michael Conley. Outside, Bogdanovich. The pass to Ingles. There's the dish to Mitchell. Passes to Gobert. Bogdanovich wide open. Oh, good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Dort. Ingles with the rebound.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. Here's Dort. Ingles covering. Out to Gallinari. 5 to shoot. And there it is for him.
Nice body control there by Gallo. He gets bodied up a little bit and executes that finish flawlessly.
And a former high-level recruit, Dort went undrafted, but it didn't take him long to make an NBA team and contribute.
Yeah, he played around 20 minutes a game last year for OKC, and he just really prided himself on bringing toughness and defense on a nightly basis. Trust me, there's plenty of other guys on that roster who can do the scoring job. So he settled in nicely and continues to work on being more consistent offensively.
Now here's Paul. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And now Utah, fast break. Bogdanovich passes to Gobert. Back to Bogdanovich. To the paint. Out to Conley. They double-team Conley. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Here's Ingles. Here's Gobert. He shoots again, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Gobert's got his second basket of the game.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Here's Dort. Back to Adams. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And the Jazz with some changes. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. Johnson comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley.
Precision pass from Mudiay to get his teammate a good look there.
Here's Schroeder. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
The Jazz making a switch here. Davis is checked in.
There's a big European movement to get players into the NBA. Seems like recently it's come from the Great White North, as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has come down to make an impact in the NBA.
Now here is Davis. Clarkson kicks to Mudiay. Pass to Gobert. Left side, Davis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And here's a guy who has all the tools to be a threat inside. Davis still searching for his offensive consistency.
Back to Schroeder. Pass to Muscala. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Gilgeous.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Now here's Davis. Gobert, the pass to Davis. Count that one.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Schroeder, right side. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, if you read the scouting report on Schroeder, he likes to get into the basket as close as possible because he's usually good from there.
Moutier, pass to O'Neal. Left side, Davis. He kicks to Clarkson. Back to Davis. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Davis has got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Muscala. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Moutier. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. And that one, good.
Well, once you get the ball to Dennis Schroeder in the open floor, it's usually game over for the opposition, like what I saw there.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Jazz. They're up by 4. When it comes to the art of providing leadership, CP3.
The guys on the team already tell.
Well said. He does a great job of keeping everyone involved and on the same page.
And Kevin, he practices what he preaches. He plays the right way and motivates his teammates to do the same.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And the guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Nerlens Noel is out there with Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Ferguson in at the 3, the small forward. Clarkson finds Moutier down low. Now here's Gobert. Back to Davis. And it's Noel with the rebound.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Diallo with it, now defended by Moutier. In transition, here come the Jazz. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Davis. Mitchell, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And Mike Conley subbed in for Emmanuel Moutier. Tipped away. Stolen by O'Neal. Mitchell left side. Bogdanovich inside. Adams on him. Conley the pass to Bogdanovich. O'Neal against Paul. The drive by Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge. And if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Gallinari.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And Davis is checked in for Royce O'Neal. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Paul against Conley. Paul passes to Diallo. A solo fast break. Goes up. A nice shot by Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic has got his second basket.
Yeah, I'm really feeling Bogdanovic there, flexing his muscle on the drive. Solid at working through the contact and then scoring over it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Diallo. Mitchell against Gilgeous-Alexander.
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right? Ooh, no layups right there for SGA up to the rim.
Mitchell dishes to Ingles. Mitchell passes to Davis. And he converts the layup. Davis has got 8.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Yep, that one goes.
And Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover for opposing guards, especially at his size.
And there's the pass to Mitchell. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Mitchell against Paul. Mitchell kicks to Conley. To the middle. Here's Bogdanovic. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Bogdanovic has got 4 this quarter.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
For the Jazz, Gobert comes in for Ed Davis. And it's Clarkson in for Joe Ingles. Terrence Ferguson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Chris Paul.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
He hits the second from the line. 1:02 left in the first half. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And now Utah, fast break, and that one is good. Bogdanovic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Jazz.
And good defensive possession leads to Mitchell's hoop. Like all great scorers, Spida looking to get out in the open floor.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
Conley finds Bogdanovic. Gallinari against Gobert. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Back to Gobert. The Jazz working the ball around now. Thunder trailing by 6. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game time.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Thunder have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
With Schroeder, it's all about speed. He just changes direction and shifts into another gear, Kevin. That's where his advantage lies. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
He gets it up, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Jump. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And that's...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's Paul. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovic out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the point guard position. That's the group right now for Utah. Gobert finds Bogdanovic. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
That ties the game. Gallinari's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Thunder.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs.
This is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you.
It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble. And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Inside, it's stolen by Gobert. Passes it to Conley. Can't hit that one. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander to the paint. Stolen by Mitchell. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Paul passes to Adams. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Gallinari goes up and lays it nice and easy. Gallinari's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Thunder.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
The offensive rebound. Ingles can't get it to go. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Pass to Dort. Here's the lob to Adams.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Here's Dort. Makes it off the glass. And it's a 10-point Thunder lead.
And the advantage they have starting to increase. Things are coming together for them at a really opportune time.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Ball against Conley. Here's Dort. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Bogdanovich. Gallinari with the rebound.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Gallinari. To the inside. Here's Adams. And that one is off. Gobert with the defensive effort. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Ingles finds Mitchell. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Mitchell's got 8.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
23 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Pass to Mitchell. Over Gallinari. Again, Mitchell missing.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oakland. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Ferguson, Diallo out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Noel, and it's Muscala in at the 4 spot. Puts it up, and it's in off the backboard. Muscala's got his first bucket in this one.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Clarkson finds Gobert. Jazz passing it around. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Schroeder playing with some tenacity in this one. He is not letting the defense dictate where it is that he's going, and he's scoring through.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's stolen by Schroeder. And here comes the break. Shot good by Diallo. Diallo's got the lead up to 14 now for the Thunder.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
Throws it up high, and Noel throws it down.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And Muscala kicks to Diallo. And the layup falls. And the Thunder lead by 18. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that. I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Schroeder outside. Over Moutier. And again, Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder's got 8 points in the quarter.
Watching Schroeder put the team on his back has been entertaining, and he's scoring at a steady clip.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Thunder.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Dennis Schroeder.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends. Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
And Moutier throws it down.
Felt like they might have to open up the roof as Moutier looked like he was jumping out of the building.
41 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Back to Schroeder. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Six on the shot clock. Back to Diallo. With 1 on the clock, a slam dunk by Diallo.
Putting on a clinic this quarter. I mean, what a tremendous outburst scoring-wise. He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.